Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 6th. We're just going to jump right in here, Gemini. You have this assertion card and this negotiation card here. No settling. That negotiating, I can't talk today, but that negotiation card, it is not a bad card, but, I kind of feel this energy of needing to make sure that you go directly for what you want in your life and not settling. And again, I always use the example. It's like I've heard people before, say that like, oh, I want to make $10 million in life. But then in their next sentence, they say, but I'd be okay with $1 million. And this reading to me is saying, no. If you say 10 million, then the answer is 10 million or better. It is not, I'm going to settle for one. So I feel you need to kind of like stick up for your desires or, ask for things unapologetically, right? And, this is, a lot of people who talk about law of attraction, for example, they talk about, asking for things unapologetically. And, again, whether you believe in it or not, doesn't matter. I think just as far as, to me, it's just a good mindset, right? So you don't have to believe in the law of attraction to, believe that it can work, to have a mindset like that. Like when there is no other way than for you to be successful, then you'll be successful. As I always say with the Seven of Wands, which you don't have the Seven of Wands, but it doesn't matter. I'm making a point here. So I feel that that's what this reading is talking about. It's kind of like saying assert yourself, and kind of demand greatness here, Gemini. I feel like that's what the universe wants you to do. Like the universe is saying here, if you want something, then go the distance. You have this go the distance card. You can't make this stuff up. Look at this. You have the Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, which is a victory to the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, yeah, sure, could be marriage, blah, blah, blah. But really, the Four of Wands is a card of a finish line. And he's like crossing a finish line here. I'll show you in a minute when we get to that row on this card here. So I really feel this reading is saying that you need to follow something through to the end. And this could be love, for sure. You have the Two of Cups, which could be a perfect match. You have the Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, could be a love offer. But really, Two of Cups to me is you and your higher self. So, to me, this right here is the Staff of Hermes, which represents Mercury, which represents communication. So I feel there could be like communication coming in from from the universe or, from your higher self. I always look at this as, again, you and your higher self. And this communication could be guiding you towards creating something greater in your life. And, I feel that you need to trust your dreams, your daydreams. I also feel you need to trust your knowledge and wisdom with the Hermit right here. The Hermit really says that you've been through something and, in life, you've gone through a dark night of the soul or you've climbed to the top of a mountain, so to speak. And now it's time for you to shine your inner light here, Gemini. You have the Six of Cups here. Again, really good love reading if you do want love. I just don't think that's the only thing this reading is talking about. So, again, take it how it resonates. But, I really feel that Six of Cups could be a soulmate, of course, coming in for you if you want love. I do feel it's a new person. If you don't want love, and even if you do, Six of Cups kind of says the path is clear. Six of Cups is my card of a gift from the universe. And to me, usually the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is forward movement, meaning we've been trying to do something for a long time. Maybe something works, maybe something doesn't work. And we just charge forward with the Six of Cups because it kind of removes obstacles from our life. Next, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is being spoiled for choice. So, I feel that there are a lot of options that are available to you here with these Seven of Cups. And, especially if you're kind of, looking to move forward in life, or if you're looking to find success, especially on something specific with the Ace of Swords. I always look at the Ace of Swords as laser-like focus. So, excuse me. It kind of says that you have a specific focus that you see as something that could be very successful for you. And it could be like a business, a career, whatever. And, I kind of feel that you're moving towards it. Let's see. With the Two of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles here. If you do want love, I feel it could be someone permanent. I love the King of Pentacles for love because it's usually a person, doesn't matter what gender you're into, but just usually a person who really wants to make things work long term. So, I feel this could be a very long-term connection. With the Six of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. It's funny. It clearly could be an earth sign or a person who has a bunch of earth in their chart. I mean, you have 3 earth sign cards so far. This person could be a little slow or hesitating, if you're looking for love. I feel like all of you need to not hesitate. You're thinking about something. Every single one of you, I think, is thinking about a change you're about to make, which we see here with the moon. The moon is coming up in the area of the good stuff, but I just feel intuitively that you have something that you're wanting to create. And I really feel this whole entire reading is clearly saying go for it. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Yes, I feel like you are kind of like resonating. I literally feel you are resonating. I feel you are kind of waking up to your purpose or a new direction in life. And, I would just move in these new directions. I feel they're going to lead to a lot of success, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, a lot of abundance, just all sorts of good stuff here. So definitely finding success, I would say. I feel like you're waking up too. For some of you, I feel like you're like waking up from a long nap. Like you feel like you're just snapping out of it to me. I feel very amped up. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel like I just drank 10 cups of coffee like in your reading. So, and I was not feeling like this before. So, like I said, I feel like you feel very motivated, very driven, and it's almost like you're waking up. You have this card that next in the area of the unexpected. This card says a change in the wind. You also have this go the distance card. It's almost like the timing is right, or it's almost as if the universe is saying like now is the time, or you're ready for action, or you're ready to go, you're ready to get going. So I see a lot of success here with these two cards. I see a lot of growth coming in for you as well. And I think that it's almost like the environment is changing with that change in the wind card. So, like, is this true, though? Sometimes I feel like, we can start finding more success in, like, business or work or whatever, and maybe we think that something has changed, but nothing's actually changed, if that makes sense. But that's kind of what I feel here with the change in the wind card. It's like, it's like you're finding more success in life maybe starting, like, this month, and I kind of feel, even though this is a weekly reading, it goes until the end of the year. And, it's like, has anything really changed? I think your mindset has changed, or you've woken up to something, like I said, and that is what is causing the change. You have this go the distance card. So whatever you're thinking about, I feel like you need to see it through to the end, all the way through to the end. You have the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. The Hermit is about kind of like shining your inner light. So I feel for a lot of you that you need to open up with the Hermit and shine your inner light. Like I said, I feel like there could be some more, it's almost like this is saying like, okay, you've learned everything you needed to learn to cross this finish line, and now it's just time to cross the finish line, because there's nothing to talk about, because there's going to be a victory right here. Ace of Swords. I do feel that some of you could be having to cut something out. I always say Ace of Swords kind of cuts both ways, and it can represent making a sacrifice. So sometimes we have to sacrifice one thing so that we can have something else with the Ace of Swords, but it's usually not that big of a deal. It's usually something that we want to let go of anyway. Like maybe you have a job and you want to get another one. It's like then you get another job, and then you just kind of let go of the one you had. It's like not that big of a deal. And so I feel that here. Some of you I do feel are seeing, if this is a relationship and you're getting into a new one, I feel like you're seeing how losing a past one was a blessing as well. So like I said, I feel pretty good about this. I feel like you're definitely going in the right direction with the Ace of Swords. You have the Queen of Wands, another card that's talking about being assertive. Again, you have that assertion card. The Queen of Wands, she has to learn as she goes. So you're definitely heading towards this finish line, which this reading is clearly saying. But again, there might be some things you know and some things you don't know about the path that you're on. And the Queen of Wands doesn't care. She just moves in a direction and finds success, plain and simple. So she doesn't really care how she gets somewhere. She just does it, right? And that's what I feel you need to do here with the Queen of Wands, is you need to charge forward towards success. Because again, I feel like you will find success by, kind of just moving forward. She also doesn't really need direction other than her joy and happiness. She has that sunflower, and that sunflower points towards the sun. So she just feels like she should do something with her life, whatever it is, starting a relationship, starting a business, new health routine, whatever you're focused on right now. And she just kind of feels it, and so she does it. And, we see that a lot here, especially with the Two of Cups, because, again, Two of Cups can be you in your higher self. It's like you're talking to yourself, or, again, you're like talking to your higher self here. With the Hermit, you have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, definitely could be an Earth sign coming in for you if you're looking for love. I feel if this is love, this person clearly goes the distance. I think that's very clear. I feel they put in the work. They really want to make it work. I feel like you both genuinely are interested in each other as well. There's no halfway here between these two, is what I'm getting in my head. So if you are attracting love, I feel that you two are kind of like equally attracted to each other. And I don't know, for some reason that's popping into my head as being important, obviously. With the Ace of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords. I was getting like something about blessing in disguise here. Excuse me. or like needing to cut something out so that you can receive a blessing. And I definitely see that. The Nine of Swords is having a nightmare, waking up, being stuck in a nightmare. So it can represent kind of repeating a nightmare. And it basically says, don't repeat a nightmare. And I kind of feel like some of you are releasing a nightmare. So, I kind of feel good about this, not bad about it. Because like I said, I feel like you're seeing something that you held on to as you would have been settling if you stayed in that situation, relationship or otherwise. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about, it says you've been wounded in the past, but it's about needing to be willing to explore, needing to be willing to experiment. I always say solution to the Nine of Wands is throw stuff at the wall until you find something that sticks, right? And so it's my card of kind of like experimenting your way through life. Queen of Wands would definitely do that. She kind of does her own thing. She figures things out as she goes, like I said. So she has to be an experimenter. She has to be willing to try new ideas or, unique paths or different ways of doing things. So again, don't be afraid to just try something and see how it goes, right? Next in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Despair and Courthouse card. I'm not sure what's going on here because it's actually a pretty good row. We're going to have to clarify. Some of you, I kind of get the feeling that this could be a past person who's trying to mess up your day. Like if you know, or maybe you've heard that your past person is getting a divorce and they're left out in the cold, and it's like now they're coming back to you because they need a place to stay. So, I would be very careful of that energy. For others, I really do feel there's about to be like a rapid turnaround for you. If you jump on this idea right here, whatever this is, whatever this crossing this finish line is, I'm telling you right now, this whole entire reading gives me the vibes of you just having a genius idea. And, again, it could be anything. It could be a business idea. It could be maybe you just get a spark of inspiration to go get a new job or to do something differently. As I always say, like, don't just quit your job and then look for one, like get the other job first and then quit your job, obviously. I always tell people with like Saturn, we had Saturn and Capricorn in 2016. So Saturn and Capricorn is like your grandpa, right? It's like back in the day, your grandpa, even if he worked at McDonald's, he would have written like a letter of resignation. He would have given like a month notice, like all those things, right? You don't have to go that crazy. But what I would say is I would definitely not just quit and, and not have something else lined up, right? Your grandpa, he definitely would not have done that. So, I would follow that rule. We don't have Saturn and Capricorn anymore, but it doesn't matter. It was there. What you need to realize about these big planets is even when they move on, you're still like working with the lessons. The whole point of the planet being there is like, here's the lesson. And then after that, you have to make sure you learn the lesson. So, again, I wouldn't just leave anything. You have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, a lot of heart-based stuff at this time. So I think pretty much everyone, I feel needs to follow their heart at this time. Like if your heart is telling you to do something, I would go and do it. Whether it's like starting a business or, getting into a relationship or, telling someone you love them or whatever it is, I would do it because, I think we're in a heart-based time. Anything we can do to cause the Ace of Cups, which you have right here in the area of the good stuff, and the Ace of Cups is just an overflow of emotion. And anything we can do to create that will bring in a lot of fulfillment. You have the Page of Pentacles, probably a new idea, and again, definitely something that's going to require learning. If we go this way, we go up to the moon from the Queen of Wands. Again, she has to learn as she goes. Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness, so he would also need to learn before he goes. And then the moon is the path. The moon kind of represents not being sure what the path is, not being sure how to get to those mountains in the background. The good news is it's showing up in the good stuff. So, it looks to me like once you get started, the path will be clear. You have the Four of Wands, again, my finish line card. So I kind of feel like you're approaching a finish line, or you have that, again, the distance card. It's like this whole entire reading is saying that you need to, see something through to the end. You need to, follow something to its conclusion, whether it's like a relationship, a business, whatever. Let's see. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, two aces, so definitely a very successful new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is, success, abundance, something good coming in for you. Could be like a really good offer coming in for you as well. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands, victory, success. I also like that you have, sorry, I'm choking. You have two sixes right here. Two sixes to me in the tarot is basically a big yes to any path that you're on. To me, two sixes is confirmation for your path. With the Four of Wands, you have the Page of Swords. Everyone gets the Page of Swords nowadays, and to me, The Page of Swords basically says you need to be curious. Like, I believe we're in a time of curiosity, so anything that captures your attention, especially any ideas about anything, you might want to learn how to grow mustard in your backyard. I don't care what the idea is, right? And it might be that small. But again, we're in a time where if you start small and then get bigger, you will be very successful very, very quickly, faster than you think, right? So, that's definitely something I would focus on here with the Page of Swords. Finally, in the area of the good stuff, you have this patience card. It says, it will require having faith while you're shown the way. I feel like you're being shown the way. I don't think there's any more patience because, again, it's showing up in the good stuff. You have this card that says, you have intuitive ideas that you really need to act upon. Yes. Like, I kept getting the word ideas popping up in this reading, mostly on the Hermit. The Hermit has that lantern. The lantern has a star in it. Kind of could be an idea. And it could be an idea based off of some sort of difficulty or challenge that you went through. So these ideas are kind of like being divinely guided to you at this time. And I feel like you need to follow through. You have the Moon, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So the Moon has this path to these mountains in the background here. This card to me says you need to see your way through down to those mountains and not get distracted. So if you're going to work on something, whatever it is, doesn't matter, pick one thing and focus on it and see it through to the end. I think that's your ticket to success here with this reading here, for sure. And, the two pillars here basically say don't get distracted. Like, trust me, I'm a Gemini moon. Like, I understand. I have a million freaking ideas every single day that I want to act on, right? But I only have so many hours a day. So these two pillars say stick to one thing and finish it. And then go to the next thing and finish that, right? But I feel there's something that this reading really gives me the vibes of you finding something that you could work on for the rest of your life, whether it's a business, a career, a relationship, whatever, whatever this is right here. It's like you are being drawn to something. I feel like you're being drawn to complete something with that King of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups. Definitely could be a love offer coming in for you. So if you want love, I feel there could be a new love offer. The Page of Cups is an admirer. So there could be a new admirer coming in for you here. I really do feel this is like a new person. Could be any sign. You have basically everything here. A lot of Earth. So Earth stands out to me. And pretty much, like I said, everything. So, there you go. This could also be a dream. And the whole entire reading, says you could be manifesting a dream. You have the Ace of Cups. This is also what I would focus on is flow. I feel if you're getting into something and it has a good flow, it's almost as if I feel the universe is really trying to encourage you forward. So I'm not saying things are going to be super easy. Things might come up. But, for the most part, like a majority of the time, if you come up with, if this is a business you're starting, for the most part, does it move forward? If the answer is yes, keep going. Same thing with a relationship. If, for the most part, the person, there's equal give and take, then that's probably a clue that you're going in the right direction here. And I would just pay attention to the evidence. But let's see. And there definitely, clearly could be a love offer. With the Moon, you have the Moon. So the universe saying I meant what I said. Definitely I would pay attention to that, to just kind of seeing something through to the end. With the Page of Cups, you have the Six of Cups, which you have twice in this row. I don't really feel it's a past person. To me, Six of Cups can just be a soulmate. So I feel there could be like a new soulmate coming in for you here. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a big celebration. And clearly, you have two cards, actually. Four of Wands is also a card of a celebration. So I feel that a lot of you are going to be celebrating if you cross this finish line. And I think it really has to do with not settling. And how crazy is this? Your last card says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Are you kidding? So I feel like for a lot of you, this is saying, again, don't settle. If you want $10 million, go for the $10 million. Or, go for the gold is what this reading is saying. You have this Teapot card that says deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So there could be a person coming in for you who could be guiding you. We see a lot of people in this reading, and whenever I have readings with a lot of people in them, sometimes I just feel it's like saying, hey, there's a lot of opportunity here, so move in these new directions because they will be successful. You have this tree. It says affairs with your family. So I feel for a lot of you, a lot of people have been getting these cards of family, and it just seems like a time where people could be dealing with family. You have this dogs card. It says getting together with friends. Clearly, it would be a good time for you to get together with friends. I think we're entering into a time of co-creation anyway. So, I tell everyone if there are things you can do, like getting help from other people or learning from people who are close to you, I would definitely do that, with these cards. You have this lobster. It says financial pinch on it. Let's clarify that with this one. You have this wind chimes. It says peace and harmony. See, I feel like you're worried about money, but actually things are going a lot better than you think. I also feel like you could be, with the Page of Pentacles, you could be at the very beginning of something, and that could be why you're worrying about money. If you're starting a business, you might be like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to grow this? And again, I kind of feel this is all saying, like, just don't worry about those tiny little details. Just one foot in front of the other. And don't start settling because you don't have the money. I feel this reading is saying kind of like be resourceful and, keep moving forward. But I really like this reading. Very simple, very straightforward. I feel like it's saying see something through to the end. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.